Yeah, and then we'll do just a quick Oscar discussion. We won't do a recap picking all of those. We will have our ESPN Oscar pick pool, so I will post that on our YouTube and all our socials, so you guys could
Love it.
join, pick your nomination, pick who you think is gonna win, and let's see who just is the better voter this year. We'll call it between our group. Um, but
We
big
should title
news.
it "Can the Amateur Take Down the Savant?" That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but you never know. Like I say, big news. You hear all the drama with Timothy Chalamet
Yes, right. He talked bad about ballet performers and theater actors,
and
if I'm
theater
not
actors.
mistaken.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Doja Cat did not like it either. Saw
Yeah.
her take on it.
It's a tough one, and it was gonna be one of my takes for you, and I didn't know we were gonna go over it. I didn't know we were gonna go so long with NFL, but the take was you could say controversial and rage bait things in Hollywood, but just not during award season, because Timothy Chalamet dropped a quote that alienates a big part of the arts community right when Academy voters are deciding a winner.
Hmm.
Like this, I saw Marty Supreme.
Okay.
Pretty good movie. I think he did really well playing a douchebag, and I don't know if it's just him naturally playing it, but he did really well. I could see why he has been winning it with this recent take that he had. Could he lose the Oscar? I think he can. I think it could be his Achilles, and he lost it, and I think it's gonna go. As of right now, I'll say Michael B. Jordan. I need to see The Secret Agent. I think it is on Hulu, so I want to watch it
Okay.
before the awards and then make my decision of actor in a leading role. But I think it's gonna possibly go to Michael B. Jordan. Just what he did in that role and playing two different characters, it's hard to say otherwise if this hasn't hurt Timothy.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like kind of came off like a douchey comment, plays well with his Marty Supreme role, and maybe that's what he's going for?
It could be him just still staying in that role with Marty Supreme.
Uh-huh.
Um, like I say, I get sometimes what he's saying, but I think he just had to say it differently because when I was younger, theater, ballet wasn't something I'd ever watch. I think as an older person, I've come to appreciate it more. I've gone to a lot more like theater type plays, the Pantages here in California, in SoCal in LA. It's
Hmm.
where I've gone quite a few times. Ballet, I still don't watch as much, but I'm very impressed with what they do. I
Hmm.
see a lot of videos of what their freaking toes look like after a whole ballet recital.
Oh
Gnarly.
yeah.
Don't look at it if you get really squeamish, because those
Yeah.
nails are pretty much off.
Yep.
But I think I I think being a young actor, it's sort of how him and some of those people in that generation feel about those two art forms. But like I said, to talk down about an art that when you're an artist, it's not a good look. And especially during award season and the week of, it's not a good look.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely not a good look. Pretty, pretty poor timing, for, a lot of this to come out. I don't know if they do, I guess voters kind of take stuff like this into account, you feel like, when it comes to that, or
Sometimes
do they?
I
Okay.
think they do. I saw a video where Eddie Murphy was up for supporting actor, and I forget what movie it was. It was like Dreamgirls or something, and he
Okay.
did really well in it. I don't know if that's exactly the movie, but I saw he was up for it. But they said because he had a movie that came out and did so poorly that the voters that vote for this didn't give it to him because of that horrible movie. And that movie that came out was Norbit. So Norbit came out that same
Oh,
year, and it just ruined his chances. That's the rumors that it ruined his chances at an Oscar because of Norbit, of how bad it was.
I could kind of see that. Norbit was really bad.
Yeah.
I think I watched parts of that. It was a bad movie. It was a really bad movie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, and yeah, I mean, look what happened with Bill Belichick with NFL Hall of Fame. You can
Hmm.
kind of compute it to that too. But yeah, Timothy Chalamet certainly getting a lot of backlash. So my background on it is that the town I grew up in, Bay Area in general, kind of historically artsy in
Hmm.
a lot of sense. I grew up in a small town. In that town, we have outdoor theaters, indoor theaters, but
Hmm.
the outdoor theater that's there is actually the theater where Zendaya got her break and,
Hmm.
kind of built up her young days of, acting as an outdoor theater. We used to take field trips there every year for my elementary school.
Hmm.
Great little spot. And I remember watching a lot of these plays, and there's a lot of effort that goes into it. I feel like
Hmm.
the acting's really good. I just think that a lot of people just need to kind of give the time to it
Hmm.
kind of a sense. Same thing with ballet. Like, I'm a really big fan of the movie Black Swan. I
Hmm.
thought that
That's
was
a
a
good one.
phenomenal film. There's a lot of times, you bring up like ballet dancers' feet. There's a few scenes in there, man, that just made me absolutely
Yeah.
just nails on a chalkboard feeling.
Yeah.
Because there's one point where she's peeling her skin back on her
Yeah.
hands, and I'm just like, oh my God, me and my wife were just freaking out. Um, but it's kind of maybe I find it kind of hard to believe because didn't Chalamet grow up in New York? I mean, you have
Hmm.
Broadway right there. Um, I don't know. I guess it's just the aspect of like how far you're in it. Maybe
Hmm.
he has a point. Maybe he just didn't deliver it correctly, like you mentioned.
Hmm.
I think that's a great way to put it. But just not the right time. I
Yeah.
think you gotta wait.
Yeah. If you watch the video, you can see Matthew McConaughey because it's him and Matthew McConaughey talking. Matthew McConaughey just looks at him like, "Shut up, dude. Don't say anything because you're
Ugh.
screwing yourself." Yeah. It was
Oh boy.
crazy. But like I say, we'll see if it affects him at the Oscars this weekend. Like I said, we'll have the ESPN picks. So make your picks, join us. So let's just see who has the best thoughts and who just comes out the top picker and top voter. But there's a lot. Like I said, I think I've seen a lot of the stuff nominated this year. I think the last one I want to watch is The Secret Agent with Wagner Moura to really make my final decisions. But I need it. I think it was like 2.5 hours. So I'm like, I need to carve out 2.5 hours to sit and watch because this one is also one with subtitles. So I got to read the subtitles.
Got it. Yep. No, a little tricky. Once you
Hmm.
get the subtitles in play, I don't know. In a way, you kind of comprehend it even better.
Yeah.
When you have to read it out like that. So,
Yeah.
could be good. I don't. Is Love Story any part of the Oscars this year? Or is it too late in the year? Right? Like it's more of this upcoming season, if I'm
Love
not
Story,
mistaken.
the
The JFK.
so
Is
that
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 part of
might be
shows or anything?
that'll be part of like the SAGs and the Golden Globes next year.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Watched a lot of that.
Okay.
So me and Jen have been binging it at night this week. I think we're 4 episodes through. I know you gave good remarks on it,
Yeah.
and I've really enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
didn't know too. I know of the tragic death of JFK
Yeah.
Jr. and JFK, um, but his story is nice to hear about, and
Hmm.
I think that the way it's presented, the way it's casted, is really good.
Yeah.
Actors are phenomenal. Really enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
next year I'll already have this one under belt. So I'm kind of prepped, John, getting
You're
ready.
prepping. You're getting started earlier.
Only one show to compare to itself, and so
Yeah.
far it's in first place. So we're looking good. But yeah, really enjoyed that show. Side note, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, looking forward. I still need to make it through that full Leo DiCaprio movie. Again, what's his face's scenes just kind of threw me off a
Shock bed.
bit. Yeah, trying to work my way through that. Got to get back to it though. I
Uh,
know it's a great film already, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. So we'll see, what we get from the Oscars. Let's see how many more of these Oscar contentions, because a lot of it, I think everything other than Marty Supreme Maybe Blue Moon. I don't know if Blue Moon's anywhere, but everything I think is pretty much streaming, so you could watch it somewhere online if you
Where'd you see
have.
Marty Supreme?
I rented that one.
You rented that one.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, maybe?
Apple
Right,
TV.
usually
I
do.
go through
Apple
Apple.
TV.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because I really wanted to sort of see that and see why he was winning a lot. And
Mhm.
I see it movie wise. I don't think it's close to Best Picture at all.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
I don't think it's close to Best Picture. I think it is nominated,
Hmm.
but let me find Best Picture. It's Begonia. I like Begonia a lot more. I would put
Okay.
Begonia above that. F1, I was an F1 fan. I put it above that.
Yep.
Frankenstein, Hamnet, I put that above Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another, Sinners, I put up above. Like I said, the other one, Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, and yeah, and Secret Agent. Those three I haven't watched, so I can't say if I would put it above, but I feel like there's a lot of better movies than Marty Supreme. But he did well in it. The entire cast did pretty well. Gwyneth
Okay.
Paltrow was had good scenes too, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
All right. I
But
gotta give it a go.
yeah, but that's my take. Many people may say otherwise, but understand the hype, but not Best Picture. But
Just not there.
not there. Yeah, but who knows? It might prove me wrong, and it might win. And hey, that means I know nothing.
Yeah. Well, didn't Sinners it did pretty well at the SAGs, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So they have good momentum going into the Oscars this weekend.
Especially, I'm sure they're cheering over Timmy's comments. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's just a quick Oscar takes. Like I said, we've gone quite a bit today.